The Sims. The Sims. Now, for a while, I've been very curious as to where EA wants to take The Sims. They've been very quiet on all fronts. They had an investors meeting or conference today, which meant that a lot of information about the... Sorry, I can't stop thinking about... This is just so up EA's alley, right? We as the viewers and the players and the enjoyers of the game are not enough for EA or The Sims or Maxis to be like, hey, you know what? We just reached 10 years of our game on the 2nd of September. Thank you so much for playing. We really appreciate it. Here's a brand new hot tub, but it's reskinned to be better than the 20-year anniversary hot tub we released 5 years ago. So, problem. We got none of that. We absolutely got zero of that. No information. New packs coming out that were announced like a week later. I don't care. Really, I really don't care. I'm trying to figure out who the hell cares these days about The Sims, because the only information we get is when investors care. Oh, what? Hey, you know, I put my 410k all into EA stock. What's going on with EA? Well, let's find out. Let's see what they have planned for The Sims 5. I mean, not The Sims 5, because that's not happening, but we already knew that because they canceled it on the PS5. But let's see what they said. All right, I don't know if this is legal for me to watch, but it's available.
Can you believe it has been 25 years since we first launched The Sims?
Oh my God, really? It's been 25 years. Have you done anything about it? No. No, you haven't.
And throughout that period, The Sims has provided a powerful place for audiences to create, express themselves, and experiment freely with all aspects of life.
Oh, they just got a deal. That fucking pissed me off. That pissed me off.
Milestone, the Sims community is more passionate and engaged than ever before. Let's take a look at the iconic world of The Sims.
Oh, iconic, huh? Okay, well, this is gonna get... Wait, was that Gluon? I saw a Fez. Gluon! Did they even know they were gonna be in this? This is like James from like 9 months ago. No, wait, no, this is... Where the hell is Deli? This is from so long ago. Oh, I'm blocking. Deli's up here. I don't know who this is. I'm gonna feel bad. I'm just gonna mute this because I don't want it to get demonetized or whatever. Yeah, it's... Dude. Oh, Connie and... Oh! Hey! Damn, they love Gluon and James. Man, let's go. All right, maybe... Dude, that's crazy. They were... Dude, this was so long ago. This was so long ago, wasn't it? Oh, wait, when did Gluon come? Was this when Gluon was in Sydney?
That is good.
Because James definitely did... Or did James... What? I don't remember this chair. No, dude, this was in our first apartment. Because James hasn't had that chair in so long. Yeah. All right, I'm going to mute this again. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Sorry, my besties are in the Investor Day video. All the investors saw James and Gluon. Kayla. Deli. Just trying to... Carrie and Connie. They're going to show anyone else? Where am I? Where am I in this? Oh my God. Oh, wait, wait. Hold on. Was that a fortress? I'm trying to see if this was a fortress, Melbourne or Sydney. Because this is something that happened like 2 weeks ago. No. Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago. But not that that matters. I was going to go to it, but then I realized that I have no friends in Sydney, so I'm not going to go by myself. New logo?
When we reflect on the size and scale of the Sims community.
This is the problem, chat. This right here is the problem.
We are incredibly proud of the 500 million lifetime players we have engaged with all the games. Just over the last 12 months.
That is a lot of people. That is a lot of people.
there have been 1.2 billion hours played in The Sims 4. And you know we are famous for creator and building tools. And since Sims 4...
Oh, really? Interesting. It's like your game is built all around that feature and not the gameplay aspect.
launched, there have been over 1 billion downloads from the gallery. That is a lot of mansions, families, sofas, and lamps. With all...
You can't download a lamp. You either download the mansion with the lamp. You can't download just a lamp. You wouldn't download a car. Has anyone just immediately thought of that anti-piracy ad?
all this unique creativity, players also love self-expression and showing the world what they've built. Over the past year...
I'm sorry. Fuck you. I'm sorry. No. The Sims, I'm sorry. EA is a multi-billion-dollar company. The Sims has netted... I'll bring this up constantly. 2023, The Sims earned $440 million. They do not care about their creators. They really don't. They really don't. That's my opinion. Yeah, great. We get codes. Cool. Do you know how many companies do that? Like they've stopped they've stopped doing Sims Camp. They've stopped doing so much stuff to try and, you know, bring up these people who play the game and pretty much promote the game for free. It's crazy.
210
anyway.
million hours just watching Sims content. And with all this engagement, social connection extends beyond the game, with millions of fans connecting and sharing online.
So I'm confused. What does these social followers mean? Like that the Sims accounts have? Where are they getting 26 million social followers? That's a lot of that's a lot of followers. Where is that? Is that including the EA like YouTube channel? Because there's no way that the Sims has 1.8 million subscribers, and then their Twitter has maybe 1 million. Maybe people who watch The Sims for content. Maybe. That would make more sense, but like if you're lumping in Kayla, you know, James, Deli, Sasha, like you're just throwing in all these people. Like, do you put Joey Graceffa in that as well because he played The Sims once? That's what she said.
Extends beyond the game, with millions of fans connecting and sharing online. The Sims perfectly captures the power of play, create, watch, and connect. So let's take a look at the history of the franchise.
I don't know what they mean by that.
Additionally, after every release, we would replace one version with another, starting from scratch. Well, we are going to disrupt this sequel model. We are investing in a massive Sims platform across more game experiences, more creative options, and more ways for players and creators to connect. Let me walk you through how we're approaching it. We will carry forward the tremendous engagement and volumes of content we just discussed to make Sims 4 the foundation of our future growth.
This is the huge problem. This is what I'm having a huge problem with right now. This is what I'm having a huge problem with. You don't understand that The Sims 4 2014, okay, was the beginning of last gen consoles. So PS4, Xbox One, they were all starting to be sold, right? That's 10 years ago. That's when everything started to happen. Okay. The graphical performance, not only is the graphical performance changed on everyone's PC or PlayStation or Xbox console. Okay, the Switch is stuck in 2014, but the Switch is its own thing. You're not going to play The Sims on the Switch. But here's my problem. Okay. The Sims 4 sucks. I'm just going to say it. If you're setting your foundation as The Sims 4, the code base is buggy. It seems like it's just spaghetti code. It runs and is not optimized. We have had 10 years of innovation from like Unreal Engine, which a lot of platforms have been using to start producing their games. It is cross-platform. It's just more universal. It's like the USB-C cable of the developer world. What am I thinking of? What's the? It's It's the engine, game engine. Like it is the USB-C of a game engine these days, okay? And to put The Sims 4 as your foundation is stupid. I understand and I do respect one aspect of what she's saying, and that is the fact that they recognize that they don't want to bring out a new game and it just be a shell of what The Sims 4 is with all that content. But can we hold on for a second? The Sims 3's lifeline was 5 years. I think The Sims 3 has more content in it than The Sims 4. That is my opinion about it. The Sims 3 has color wheels. The Sims 3 has more in-depth expansion packs. And overall, I think it's just a world where if you have an idea, I feel like you can create it. It's got more terrain tools, all sorts of that stuff. Yeah, it's buggy as hell. I mean, crap. It's 15 years old. Of course it is. But The Sims 4 didn't innovate on anything. They actually went back and made it more... They decided to make it more accessible for everyone, which is okay. I don't mind that. But you can't make it accessible for everyone and make that your cornerstone. It doesn't make sense. It's unoptimized. Let's just all agree with that. It is unoptimized. Now I understand why they're starting to be like, oh, we're going to fix all the bugs. Because guess what? They're not doing anything about it. They're not iterating on this. They're like, oh my God, this is what we're going to be for the next 10 years. We're going to make sure we try to clean things up. I don't like this. I think this is a dumb idea. I understand it on paper. People will be like, oh my God, I got to restart everything. But then make the Sims 5 base game worth it.
Growth strategy. We will be updating the core technology foundation for the product, and we will release fun and exciting content for many years to come.
Okay. Are you shitting me? Bro, there's no way. They're rewriting the whole game. This is like fucking remastered. They can't do their own shit anymore. Dude, I'm
Next, we will release an entirely new Sims experience, allowing players to connect.
Where's the information on Project Renee? I'm so confused. Where's the information? Where's this information? I'm sorry, but they announced Project Renee 3 years ago. There's been like 2 videos about it, and then they shut the fuck up about it. I can't leak anything, but I'm really pissed off with Project Renee. I'm really pissed off. I can't leak shit. I can't leak. But I'm Project Renee, dumpster fire. Like, you can't be releasing new projects and not following through. You can't be a company and pulling a critic Zeus. You know, overpromise and underdeliver. That's my bread and butter.
Socialize.
I do know stuff, Chad. I've always known stuff.
We will next build out the My Sims line.
This is okay. This is okay. I don't mind this. I honestly, if they were like, we're going to be doing the Sims 4 stuff, but we're also going to be working on side projects, which I think they might actually say. Like, if we got a new Sims Medieval that was like more updated standalone game, let's do that stuff. That's cool. I would prefer that. I'd prefer like one expansion for The Sims 4 rather than 3 in a year that's well developed, and also like a side project, you know? Sims 4 Aliens. I don't know. Make it something really interesting.
That appeals to
I don't care.
We just announced that we are releasing My Sims for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
There will be more to come.
I've never played My Sims, but I will check it out.
Finally, we'll be launching a new standalone mobile game, which will be a platform.
Oh, I thought this was going to be what I just said. No. All right. Well, okay. This is fun. Okay, so let's have a check. Let's just check this off. Okay, Sims 4. It's pretty much a mobile game at this point because Kit made it a mobile game. If you can buy cosmetic stuff for money, it's a mobile game. And ever since they released kits, you can just buy chairs and stuff. Anyway, The Sims Project Renee, we don't even know what that is. My Sims, it's on the Nintendo Switch. Need I say more? And then we have a mobile game. I'm sorry. Like, if you're a developer, you got to have a distinction. You can't have 4 mobile games, okay? You can't have 4 mobile games. I'm totally fine with there being a mobile game. I'm completely fine. There's a lot of money to be generated in mobile games. From a business standpoint, this makes sense, right? This makes sense. This is the only thing that I'll say makes sense in their lineup. They should make this more of a video game you play on your console or on your PC. Not what the hell it is right now.
Platform for creating and sharing stories in the Sims universe. These experiences will be united and connected with common creator tools, a shared gallery, a single marketplace.
There we go. There we go. That's what it is. That was the keyword.
Gallery, a single marketplace.
There we go. There we go. I'm lost. So this is it. So we've heard absolutely nothing, Oak. We've heard absolutely nothing from The Sims. The Sims 4. It just released its 10-year anniversary on the 2nd of September. They had nothing planned, not even a happy Sims anniversary on Twitter, not a cool video showing the progress of the game over the years. Nothing. Just crickets. Investor Day comes. Oh, here's all the information that we've been maybe wondering, because you know what? You're investors. You're more important than the damn people that are playing the game and putting money into it. It's so annoying.
The ability to port objects and modes from one experience to another, and a unified social network.
Why? What? I'm sorry. Who cares? Why? Why does it matter? I don't care if it's on my phone. I don't care about the game. Why do I care about the game? Oh, I can make me in the game. Okay, cool. There's other games I can do that in. I could probably do that in. I could do that in WoW. I could make myself a hot orc. All right, and I'll go and pillage and be for the horde or something, right? I don't know. You can. There's freaking Baldur's Gate 3 where you can. There's insane customization. I do not understand what The Sims brings to the table that is new, innovative. I think the only problem right now is it's the only thing in its category. Inzoi has issues. Paralives will never be released. I'm so sad Life by You got canceled. They're just like, The Sims. Let's just jump on the name and continue going on. Let's just continue the fact that we're a life simulation game, but not really. We are a building and character creator that is masked by the fact that you can potentially play your character in the world. Because 90% of you will build something. Well, you'll play The Sims to build a lot, to put your players in, to be in that lot, right? Okay, you want to build a house, then put your family in that house, and then like, yeah, there's stuff that might happen, but you're like, Later on, you're like, I don't care. So if you have more than 1,000 hours in the game, I'm sorry, but you are not playing gameplay stuff. You are building. I gameplay. I am Zeus. I gameplay. Okay, that's my new tag, my new catchphrase. All right. I literally just do gameplay in The Sims. I sometimes build when it's necessary. I'm sorry for anyone that's watched me build. But here's the thing, right? I have 500 hours in The Sims. I've been playing The Sims 4 since 2014, since its release.
That will seamlessly connect players and fans across each and every Sims product.
I basically just build. I have 8,600 hours.
The Sims audience doesn't stop there. Building upon the franchise's cultural power is critical as we innovate for all generations of players. The Sims is a pop culture powerhouse. And for the franchise,
they are so detached from reality right now. I'm so sorry. But I'm pretty sure no one is going to their friends and saying, "Oh my god, did you get the latest pack of The Sims?" No. They'd be like, "Oh, did you get Anakin Skywalker's skin in Fortnite?" That's what they care about. It's just the fact that you have to say you are part of pop culture means that you aren't. If you have to say you are the king, you're not the king. That's a classic Game of Thrones quote, okay?
franchise's next 25 years, we are dreaming big. I am pleased to announce The Sims movie. We are very excited to
Chat, they didn't cast me. This is gonna... You know what? I'll say this, though. I think if there's any video game movie that could work, it could be The Sims, especially because they've got Margot Robbie, who I think really helped... Did she help produce or direct the Barbie film? Because I would say you could pretty much... With what they did with Barbie, you could pretty much do sort of something similar, but with The Sims. Because you've got set designs, you've got stuff like that. I think that could be something that could work. But we just got a Minecraft movie announcement that we're not going to talk about it. There's so many different routes they could have gone with the Minecraft movie, but they went the wrong one. And it's going to be successful because it's a Minecraft movie, and Minecraft is a popular culture game. A lot of people talk about Minecraft. Minecraft is good. It iterates. It creates new features in the games and brings more accessibility and has more gameplay. They've brought in new realms, new worlds, new ends. Well, I mean, maybe the new end update will come. We've bullied them into doing it. But yeah, I think Minecraft's a really good example of how to iterate on your game. We played The Sims 4 release day version on the anniversary of The Sims 4 and compared it to the latest base game. And there's not too much that's new. It hasn't really iterated on itself. There's pools, basements, and infants and stuff like that. So there's nothing that really, I would say, has been groundbreaking compared to how you view Minecraft. I know I'm going to compare it a lot, but there's not a lot of games that have been out for 10 years, and Minecraft's one of the very few. You cannot compare the two. The Sims it's like they haven't even updated the game in the last 10 years. Maybe what they've added in would be like a year update. So that just really annoys me. But anyway, we'll continue watching this. I am excited for the Sims movie, despite the fact that I did not get cast in it. I applied. Like, Dag. Hiya, Bobby. Oh, wait, sorry. That's not it. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong film. Anyway.
share that in partnership with Amazon MGM Studios, our team is working on a film based on The Sims. Kate Herron will direct and co-write with Brioni Redman. Lucky Chap and Vertigo Entertainment will produce alongside The Sims team, with Herron and Redman executive producing. Now, it's still too early to share more about the movie, but stay tuned for updates.
I don't know why you announce the movie when it's like really in production. Like, it just started, right? Do they even have a script? Oh my God, I can already see The Sims. I can already see the Sims community be like, this movie is not inclusive enough. You know what? I'm neurodivergent, and this movie does not take into the fact that I'm neurodivergent. I'm sorry, but the Sims community is going to tear this to shreds because they have to insert themselves into it somehow and complain about it. I mean, I'm complaining about it because I think there are things to complain about, but because I don't think that the game has gone the direction that it should have gone. But I just like the diehard Sims fans are fucking ruthless. They have to insert themselves into everything.
As we mark our 25th anniversary next year, we are creating a massive community. And when we bring this platform together, we believe
give me a
we can more than
Trump
double
speech.
our annual net bookings over the next 5 years.
Net bookings.
Now, our vision and aspirations for the Sims platform are
I'm sorry.
next 5 years.
Our annual net bookings.
Now, our vision and aspirations for the Sims platform are on the cutting edge
Net
of
bookings.
entertainment.
What the fuck does that mean?
Our
It's
ability to
probably an investor term that I don't know because I'm not an investor.
Realize this ambition.
I have like 3 Apple shares.
A few years ago, we're just in this incredible moment. First, the brand is bigger than it's ever been. Second, the core tenets of the experience map perfectly to emerging player trends. And finally, thanks to major shifts in technology, especially AI, we can scale this experience beyond anything we've done before. These are all really important catalysts for achieving our ambition, along, of course, with the ingenuity of
Dude,
our
why does every tech company have a massive hard-on for AI? And they all use it in the wrong ways. They're like, "Oh, you want to texture your walls? We'll type this little prompt in and we can texture your walls for us." It's like, "Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool, but 99.99% of the time it comes out with the worst texture I've ever seen." It's like, actually it'd be perfect for me because my builds and wallpapers and stuff suck. And I love that. But the worse it is on your eyes, the better the build is, in my opinion. But I think just AI is just so misused. It's used in such a lazy way.
So I'm going to highlight.
Yeah, it is a really it's a buzzword.
The first is a set of super
like woke.
discovery tools that help.
Like the worst.
find
It's the most
content
annoying fucking word.
more easily. I mean, the sheer amount of content generated by the Sims 4 players is astounding. There are over 100.
Yeah, because guess what? You are a building and sim creator. That is your game. No one's here being like, "Here's my storyline." Do you know what would be? Oh my god. Oh my god, Nalika, you got to send a picture. I love schnauzers. Okay, so sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so here's the thing, right? How cool would it be if you could share a challenge? If you could write and share a challenge in The Sims. Oh my god, dude, how did I just innovate on The Sims? How cool would that be? If someone was like, "Oh, here's a set of rules that you need to live by. In this mode, you cannot cheat. There's options like when you get reach goals, you can set custom amounts. So if someone lasts a whole day without sleeping, they in like a rags to riches challenge or something, they get $500 or something. They get something that you have to try it. So you got to like, oh my god, I got to go get coffee. I got to figure out how to make coffee. I have to stay up for 24 hours. There's like little checklists that you can do. I think that could be such a cool thing, right? Kill a sim, do all this sort of stuff. You could do like the Black Widow challenge or something like that. So I think that there are so many, that would be such a cool thing. And then you could put that on the gallery. That would make people play it so much more. Could you imagine? Build a house under 20,000 simoleons or something, that would be really good. Anyway. I hate the fact that they're like, look at us. Someone made themselves 18 times in The Sims. We've got 100 million players in the creations because people have grown up with The Sims 4. So they've changed over time. So they need to recreate their Sim self.
Now what you see here,
I've made myself like 8 times.
That uses a photo-based search feature. Now typically a player will enter text, find a red house with white trim. And this is fine. But the approach has many limitations compared.
Okay, all right. I don't mind this, actually. I don't mind this. This is a better search function. Okay, this is cool. I like this.
Words can be misspelled or in a different language. If you are looking for an image, why wouldn't you use an image to find it? This feature is actually working today.
Fair.
We plan to release soon, and the video is showing real search results. Now, this same AI-powered image search can unlock a creation capability. Now, picture uploading an image of a model wearing a certain outfit, clothes, shoes, jewelry, all of it.
You better bring out a color wheel. I am so sorry, but there is no way we are color matching. There is no way we are color matching.
Using images to create content will dial up.
Especially because I think so many of the players are base game free players. That's where so many of their player base would be when they say they've grown so much. is because they've made it free to play last year. So the fact that so many of the players will be base game, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm wearing Glory to Estortska. I can't wait to look for that on the gallery. Snip, right? There we go. Oh, there's nothing there. I mean, I'm wearing a black t-shirt. Oh, this is the worst freaking
novel model never
example.
Experienced at the scale of the Sims platform and player community. And the other thing we love
this is shit. I don't like this. This is the only reason why this is bad is because the color options are just so annoying.
Is that it overcomes language.
Bring a wheel out. If you're rewriting the damn game, bring a damn color wheel so I can match everything.
So our ability to connect players around the globe as seamlessly as possible is always a goal for us.
Why?
Now, as we simplify the creation.
Why? I don't get what's the point of connecting people? I don't get it. You're not a multiplayer. Sorry, I understand that this is not a multiplayer game, okay? This is not Fortnite. Why are we trying to connect everyone? This isn't the QSMP, okay? This isn't, you're not trying to connect people with all different languages where you've got live auto translation or something. I don't get the idea behind this. I really don't. It's like, I just don't get this. You want it to be like a social media platform or something? You're a video game.
Process. It will also amplify the creators and their content through a rich, dynamic social feed. A place where you can follow your favorite creators, see how...
Yeah, but you don't give them money. Why people... Who cares? You're promoting them on here, but not like their YouTube channels or their TikToks or...
Other players are using their content and discover what others are downloading. This creator-powered pipeline...
Yeah, you're just like exploiting creators for your own shit, dude.
Reshape the game and unlock a whole new type of creator economy. Now, we've talked about a lot today.
Creator economy. Fuck off.
The emotional resonance that The Sims has with our players.
It's okay. I'm sorry to tell you this. Okay, investor lady or investors who love watching my channel. I'm sorry, but your player base. I would love to see the numbers on this, because I will say that there's a lot of diehard long-term Sims fans who are turning away from The Sims. You have under-delivered. Your game is buggy. You're saying this is the cornerstone. We have been under the guise that there was a sequel that was going to be released at some point. I know a couple of years ago, when Project Renee was announced, they did say that The Sims 4 wasn't going anywhere anytime soon, but it seems like that it's not going anywhere anytime. You have now quelled the possibility or the fantasy that a lot of us have had that The Sims 5 was in production. It has been canceled on The Sims 5. It has been outright canceled. There is no Sims 5. It is not being worked on. Okay, so an iteration is not being worked on. They are stuck in the past. They do not want to rip off that band-aid and say, okay, we're going to start new. And it's okay if you say that the next one is going to be the cornerstone. People understand that this is something that they're all in for the long haul for and can be more attached to. Produce it well, have it more up to date. That's fine. I don't mind about that. But if you're like, when you release The Sims 4, the idea was that it's not going to be around for 20 years. But now you're like, this is going to be around for 20 years. We're going to have to redo the whole code of The Sims 4. This is just wrong. This is just wrong. I'm not even a
part of
company.
Generations and have touched millions of lives. The Sims has impacted how people see themselves and how they see each other. We define the life sim genre.
Okay,
we pioneered player creation
probably can't talk about that.
25 years, and ultimately, we created one of the largest gaming communities for teens and women. We know the potential of The Sims is uncapped because it sits at the intersection of gaming, creation, the human experience, and social engagement. And our ambition is to build the world's largest online gaming community for creators, all at the speed of pop culture. And we are so looking forward to the next 25 years. So that is an overview of the incredible games we have.
This would be a better video to watch, honestly. Okay. Here I want to look at the vanity Fair document, or Variety, not Vanity Fair, Variety document, because they had an interview. Okay, so I'm going to read this. I'm sorry, I'm bad at reading, but we're going to read for a second. Electronic Arts is popular free-to-play life simulation video game franchise. I do want to see when it went free-to-play. The Sims for free-to-play date. Oh my god. Okay, so it went free-to-play in October 18th. So it's almost been 2 years of free-to-play. Okay. They would have definitely seen a huge amount of player increase from that. Because obviously any game that goes free-to-play has a massive player influx. I would love to see what the playtime on those people are. But anyway, let's read this. Electronic Arts' popular free-to-play simulation video game franchise, The Sims, is breaking from tradition. The gaming company confirmed Tuesday that it has no plans for a Sims 5 game as a successor to the current edition of Sims 4. Again, I think this is a dumb idea, mainly because I think that The Sims... This is why I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea, flat out. The Sims 4, you've built your game, you've built The Sims 4 powerhouse on sand. And it's eroding. Instead, The Sims 4, now a 10-year-old title. Okay, I don't want to go on tangents too much, but this game is your cornerstone. It is your future. It is your main priority. Okay, that is what they have just told us. Why am I going to the G? Anyway. Let's have a look how much they care about their game. It's just their 10-year anniversary. Okay, lots to share about The Sims. Okay, yeah, because that's what they were just showing. Okay. Through the Sims Lab, we're exploring new experimental ways to play The Sims. Here's a sneak peek of what's coming. Mobile game. Oh, that's what I got invited to this morning. Okay. Okay. All right. Yep, this is a kit that's coming out. Okay. All right, this is their laundry list of stuff that they're doing to get rid of all the bugs. Okay. That makes sense. They made just a meme post. Okay. Okay, this is another kit that they're releasing. Okay. Yep, this is just more pictures of the kit. This is a build someone did, and they just reposted that. Nice. Very nice of them to... this is really cool. There's some very, very talented builders in The Sims 4. Definitely, that's true. Oh, look, some updated stuff about the packs that they're releasing. Oh, interesting. Okay. September 4th Simmers, today we have a laundry list. This is what they were just talking about before. Okay, wait, where's the 10-year anniversary post? Where's the 10-year... Where's the 10-year anniversary post? Oh, you care so much about your 10-year-old title, do you? Oh, you care about it so much. Yeah. And when was the last time you posted on YouTube? Oh, 2 months ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, you really love your video game, don't you? You love your video game so much. This is my problem. Okay? When you have a product, you need to celebrate that product. You need to celebrate the things that it does. I do not feel like that The Sims does that. This feels lazy. This feels that they don't care about the people playing the game. They care about their investors. Hence why we only got information when there was an investor day. It just reeks of the EA stank, right? Just money. All we do is care about money. They use the word creator, but like, really, how are you uplifting your creators? I have been and seen. I'm friends with some of the largest creators in the Sims franchise, right? On YouTube, Twitch, etc. Okay. I would say that they are not supportive. I think 5 years ago they were. They did Sims camps, which brought the creators together, which meant they collaborated together, that they talked about things. I think that was a really good thing that they did. No, they've scrapped that since. I know COVID was a big issue about that, but I don't think that there's any idea to revamp that. Because guess what? It costs too much money to send people. I don't like the way that things are going. I know this is what they've said to their investors. It feels very out of touch. Very out of touch. The fact that they're bringing a mobile game, bro, you already have a mobile game. It just, there's so many red flags about this game, and the biggest issue that I have with it is that the Sims 4 players, or the Sims players, the core player base don't play any other game. They come into the Sims, they only play the Sims, and that's it. Maybe some Animal Crossing. But it just, to me, it's not an entry point to the video game realm where people can go and be like, oh man, I really like playing the Sims. I wonder what other games are out there. It's not a stepping stone, right? It's not a gateway drug for the video game realm, okay? And that kind of sucks. So when the Sims 4, when the Sims players come out and the core players come out and they talk about this sort of stuff, this is their world. This is their only game they play. They don't play Baldur's Gate. They don't play Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. They don't play Minecraft. They don't play anything else. Then there's so many other games that are so well built. And that's, it's like, if this is your only thing that you don't know what's better out there. So yeah, they've got a dedicated community. They've got a bunch of people. But I don't think that the people who are coming in and playing it now are staying. I would love to see the statistics on that. But I feel so out of touch. I might just be old now. I would love to hear other people talk about the other side of things, right? I want The Sims 4 to create for what they envisage, like what Maxis envisage is their game to be. If they do that and take zero information from the community, do that. Because I think the community has been so outraged with so much of the stuff that they've done that they're scared, or not scared, well, yeah, kind of a little bit worried of pissing off the community. Because they can't piss off the community, because that's how they make their money. And then when they go to the investor report and say, well, we're down $100 million this year because we released this pack and the Sims community didn't think that it was inclusive enough or diverse enough or whatever. They didn't get the culture right. Like, and it's just nitpicking. I mean, it's a fantasy game at the end of the day. It's not meant to be real life. You can literally lock people in a room and burn them. Are you going to do that in real life? No. But you can do it in The Sims 4 because it's fun. But in real life, that's fucked up, okay? I don't know why I have to say that, but I just have so many issues with the state of The Sims right now, and they're not moving away from that. They're making it worse by doubling down. And it seems as though it's like there are more... Wait, hold on. EA's vice president and general manager of the Sims franchise, Kate Gorman, told Variety the main reason behind the decision not to publish a fifth edition of the game was the concern that players, there are more than 80 million worldwide per EA. No, Steam. Can I check? How do I check how many people are playing? I don't know how many people are playing in the EA app. Okay, so this is when it came out on Steam. Oh, that's the averages. Sorry, that's the averages. I guess. Okay, peak was 45,000. Averages have, oh my god, averages have gone way down. Okay, 25,000. Okay. It's so when did the pack release? When did Love Struck release? Maybe end of July, I think. Maybe that's why there was an increase. It just, look. In terms of a video game, this is still doing very well, right? I would say this isn't a dead game in any way, shape, or form. And I think that that's kind of the problem. I think we need to... This will go over time, I think, because The Sims is kind of getting in a boring, stale state. There's nothing exciting about it. You know, I don't really know much about the packs that they're releasing. Like, I think there's like a death one. That'll be really fun. But knowing how they run gameplay aspects of The Sims, I don't know how fun it will be. But yeah, so there are more than 80 million worldwide. I don't know if is that lifetime. I don't know what that means. I don't know the specifics of that. 80 million seems like not a lot. That seems like way too much. Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, it seems like that is a huge number. That might be 80 million people have downloaded The Sims 4. I'm not entirely sure. They'd have to start all over again after a decade's worth of gameplay in The Sims 4. But 80 million people have not just started have not played The Sims 4 for a decade. And a lot of people who've played The Sims 4 for a decade, I mean, I haven't paid for any of my packs, but please, for those who have paid for the packs, let me know. Is this something that you would, like, if there was a new iteration, would you pay for it and just forget about The Sims 4? But I don't think you still have The Sims 4. You can always go back and build. It's not like that doesn't exist. I think there's just a new one. It's not like it's getting replaced. You can go back and play The Sims 2, The Sims 3, The Sims 1. Yeah. I'm still mad they didn't want to put a burglar back because it would scare people. What? This is my problem. Video games are meant to be an escape of reality. I don't think... Am I wrong? Sorry. Am I wrong in saying this? I don't think it matters making yourself identical in the game. I don't think that... This doesn't matter to me. It might matter to someone else. I don't care. What I care about is that I can put someone that kind of looks like me. I can kind of create myself. Great. That's good fun. But I also am the most generic white guy ever, so it's not hard to find what I look like. But, you know, I don't need to be 100% me. Put someone that looks like me in the game, and then just do whatever I decide to do. You know, I should never be limited by my options. If I want to burgle something, I should be able to burgle. You know, if like The Sims 1 was such a perfect example as to what worked. You know, they had the scary clown, right? They had all sorts of random things happen. It was fun, like, and exciting, and seeing the world play out in front of you, and not that anything that you had to do to incite certain interactions and stuff like that. Just shit would happen. And it's kind of fun when you're like playing your game and then there's stuff going on in the background, like someone's house burns down or something, or like I would love that there was more, like the world doesn't feel alive. It feels like you're playing in it and you're the center, you're the sun of the world, right? We need more unhingedness, because that's what's fun about video games, is that it is a fantasy world. I don't want to sit there and play life the way that I play my life. I'm sit inside, play video games, go outside to get food, come back, order in. You know, I want to make stupid things happen, right? It's a fantasy world. I want unhinged things to happen. I love it when the absurdity happens. And Sims 1 and 2, I didn't play Sims 2, but Sims 1 I know had a lot of random crap happen. And that's the fun of it. And I don't like the fact that it feels so lifeless, especially in a gaming sphere right now where the technologies allow you to have that stuff happen, right? In the background, random things happen. But The Sims 4, just the way that they've built the game, because when you go into your lot, it's like that's the only one that's really loaded. Everything else is deloaded. And that's the problem. That's a 2014 issue. That's not a 2024 issue. The way to think about it is, historically, the Sims franchise started with The Sims 1, then The Sims 2 and 3 and 4. They were seen as replacements for the previous products. Oh, it's interesting. So many people are going back to playing The Sims 3 and The Sims 2, isn't it? Well, we're really working with our community. All right, let's see what they say here. What we're really working with our community on is this new era of The Sims. We are not going to be working on replacements of previous projects. We're only going to be adding to our universe. With that, you'll see there are more ways to experience The Sims on different platforms, different ways to play transmedia, and lots of great offerings within this universe. So absolutely, we're continuing to support The Sims 4 more than ever. Yeah, this is the problem. You're continuing to support The Sims 4. I want my Sims to want to have 10 kids as a want and wish, not to drink a glass of water. Yeah, but how are you going to get your 15 perk points? The Sims 4 is supported. I thought they just release random code every 2 months. Yeah, that's what it feels like. I don't know. I'm so exhausted by The Sims, and I've been playing the game for 10 years on and off. Played a lot of it at the beginning of my content creation career. It just feels empty, you know? I don't know. This is my opinion on it, okay? Everyone else has a different opinion on it, and I love hearing about your experiences and stuff, but I feel as though a lot of people are getting to my state. You know, I've only played 500 hours of the game as well, maybe not even that. And it's just boring. I've done everything. It's nothing new, nothing exciting. Anyway, I think that my challenges idea was actually really fucking smart. But anyway, yeah, they're going to continue to deliver expansion packs and updates and fixes. Oh, that's actually new, because they didn't really fix packs before. I want to know what they're actually going to do about the code of The Sims. Are they going to really rewrite the full Sims? For clarity, when asked specifically if there will not be a Sims 5, Gorman said it's not Sims 5 as a replacement for 4. Yeah, that doesn't help. That does not help. What this means is we'll continue to bring HD simulation experiences and what people would want from a 5, but it doesn't mean that we're going to start you over, reset all your progress, and feel like you're going to lose all of that amazing play you put into Sims 4. Bro, you're so delusional. Just because like you have a new release doesn't mean that okay, it feels like the way that they're saying this is like, well, once we release the Sims 5, all the Sims 4 just disappears. That shit doesn't happen. That still exists. I'm sorry, what brain dead take is that? That's crazy. I don't know if they. I guess they stopped supporting Sims 2 and Sims 3, so they don't really know how much gameplay people have on those accounts. There's been an uptick in Sims 3 and Sims 2, I think. I have 2,500 hours in The Sims 4. I haven't opened it in 3 to 4 years because of bugs and it got boring. And I'm going to tell you this right now, Ellie. It's not even 4 years later. It's still boring. It's still boring. I think, honestly, Lovestruck was actually a good a good pack in the wrong tier. I will say that. If they released Lovestruck as a game pack, I think people would be like, wow, okay, this is the step in the right direction. But an expansion pack is meant to bring a lot to it. If you're paying $40, I'm sorry to say this, but if you're paying $40 for a DLC, you're expected to get 20. I'm expected to get 20 hours of gameplay out of that. 15 to 20 hours of gameplay. Bring new things, new interactions, new ways to explore the game. I didn't want to explore Ciudad Enamorada. I didn't want to. I didn't care. I don't care. Maybe that's the problem. They just have made everyone just not give a fuck. I think as we think about the future of it, we want to continue all of those families and generations. But it's not like they stop, dude. Especially you could probably import them. If you're building a new game with that in mind, you just have it be able to work with backwards compatibility with the what's it called? The gallery, right? I'd expect 40 hours. I think 40 hours for a DLC is pushing it. Even Elden Ring didn't have that. That's for a DLC. I will never expect more than 20 hours, really. Because it's just a DLC. They're being so dramatic. They're like, it's this or nothing. Yeah, that's true. That's so weird. It's not going to be and so it's not about as much of what the numbers are in the games, but know what the future of the franchise looks like, from more like keeping your progress, keeping things across titles. But why? I'm sorry. I'm going to ask the question, why? Why does it matter? Okay, let's take James, for example. Okay, he's had the big wallets, right? Now, I think in that regards, yeah, sure. Having the Sims in the world, that would be good to have, right? But out of that, I don't see much else, me caring about much else, rather than bringing in maybe your legacy stuff, right? Maybe. But people, when something's new and fresh, you restart, and that's okay. To start something new and be refreshed every decade is something that can be good, I don't like the fact that you feel as though that you need to bring your whole world with you. People aren't so attached to that sort of stuff because people don't care about that much. They don't care that much about it. They're not in love with their Sims. They can be like, oh, I get to recreate them. That's fun, right? I get to use the new tools that are part of the Sims 5 Creator Sim. And I get to create the last generation that I had, and they're into the new one, right? That makes more sense. There are people who are crazily attached to their saves. Can you give me an example as to why are they crazily attached? Why? I don't know why. I want to know why. And the thing is, right? It's not like The Sims 5 exists and that world disappears. This is the crazy part about the way that this is phrased and the way that they're bringing this up. It makes it seem like, oh, every iteration, every new game we release, yeah, it completely deletes the previous one, right? You can have your save files, you can do that. It just, like, The Sims doesn't even fucking set cloud save. I'm sorry, but it doesn't, okay? It doesn't cloud save. It doesn't do any of that crap, okay? So when you start a new game, right? When you start a new game, you know, you have to back up. If you say your computer corrupted, that's you losing it, right? I'm more personally attached to my Minecraft builds than The Sims 4. But I think, I'm sorry to say this, but it makes more sense if you think about it, right? With Minecraft, you go out, you collect the resources, then you process those resources, then you build with those resources, and then you create your envision. And Minecraft is a horrible comparison because it is a sandbox world. You can create almost anything that you want in that. Redstone allows you to create the most insane contraptions. You can make walking houses. You can make all sorts of different things, okay? And you put effort. I'm sorry. It feels more like you have to work for what you produce in Minecraft than it does in The Sims. You're the way that you work for things in The Sims is you go like this. You pull out your wallet. You go, oh, pull out my wallet. Oh, here's my credit card. Boop. There we go. I bought it. You know, so much effort. And that's what I think. Is just that I think when you put love and passion into something, I think that, and like effort, you have to put effort into things, right? In order for you to care about it, I think. Or there has to be a story or a I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? You have to have memories associated with it. And that's okay. That doesn't stop existing once you go to the new one. This is me explaining why I think this is a dumb idea to stay on 4 and not go for 5. Being like, oh, we don't want people like not being able to change their worlds and bring their worlds over. Then just make it so that it's compatible, that you can bring in at least the shell of the builds, or you can import your Sims. I think that that's totally fine. You can, there's lots of games that have done that in the past. And also, The Sims 4 is still fucking there. I'm sorry, it's not disappearing. It's crazy. And like, even if you are attached, I think this is why. I think that this, from EA's perspective, if they make a new one, people aren't going to jump on the new one as it's a risk. Sorry, let me phrase that better. The problem with making a new game rather than keeping on making a game that's already out there and has millions of players that have downloaded the game or have bought the game is that it is a risk. And do you know what investors don't want? Risk. That's right. And I think that that's the problem, is that it just risk. Okay, look, you know, if I was doing something fun in Minecraft, we would have been past this, but I'm building in Minecraft, okay? I got to delay it as much as I can. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, but that doesn't mean we're going to start over, reset all your progress. But this is, you're not reset. This is the crazy. Okay, I'm getting like one guide right now. The reset all your progress is so stupid. I'm sorry. That's dumb. It's a hard. Anyway, I think future, we want to continue those families, generations, creations are your progress, your attachment. We don't want to reset your progress. You're not resetting them. This makes it feel like you're deleting them. You're not. Yeah, okay, I read this. Keeping things across titles and really having an ongoing experience and not a start-stop experience between products. Anyway, EA announced The Sims news in a blog post on Tuesday. Has also noted a major release of fixes and bug fixes finally. Exciting base game update. Okay. Exciting base game update. Chat, what is this exciting base game update? No one is making you build. Okay, let's talk about the Minecraft thing whilst everyone tells me what this new base game update thing is. It's not that no one's making me build. I have to build in Minecraft because otherwise I'm staying on this tiny claustrophobic island. I have to. If I'm going to progress, I have to. Anyway, exciting equals nothing new broken. They're bringing new hot tubs. Are you shitting me? That's the exciting new news? There's no way. Where's this blog post? The Sims. All right, here we go. Oh, that's base game fixes. These are fixes. Here are the community concerns. Okay. All right, for full rent. My wedding stories. Oh. Oh boy, am I excited. How do I feel like that's worse than getting more hot tubs? I felt like more hot tubs was better. I was like, that's a better option than what we're actually getting. That is crazy. Anyway, so obviously life and death. This is going to be a shit game pack. This is a game pack. Oh, this is an expansion pack. We just got an expansion pack. Huh? We just got an expansion pack. Why? There's another one? Dude, this is crazy. We should not be getting expansion packs this frequently because there's no way you can make an in-depth expansion pack that quickly. There was one a month ago. Anyway, the video game publisher also teased that Sims players will soon find out more about the elusive Project Renee that the Sims team has been working on for years, which was long rumored to be a code name for The Sims 5, including how it will incorporate multiplayer into the Sims world. The franchise has tried and failed at that effort before with The Sims Online, which launched in 2002. Okay, so I'm sorry. Number one, this already exists for free. Number two, The Sims 4 wasn't built to be an online game. It's a shit idea. Okay, so let me explain my thought process on that one. The Sims 4 being a multiplayer game is a fun concept to do outside of The Sims, right? Outside of The Sims parameters, okay? You install a mod, you get your friends together, you do something, you explore it for a little bit, right? The Sims 4 has a lot of bugs and issues. If they're trying to update everyone to be on a multiplayer situation, I think it's just going to make things worse. I think it's going to make things way worse. And secondly, this game isn't about gameplay. How many times do I have to say this? What are you doing with your friends? You're going to be sitting there. Oh, I've got to drink my water. Oh no, I'm tired and like I've got to sleep. The reason why multiplayer worked is because it created a new way, like as an add-on, is because creators were using it to do fun things. Look at Gluon. I honestly don't think I would have really played that much The Sims 4 multiplayer if Gluon wasn't making really fun things to do in it, right? And that's from Gluon's creative brain. which I don't think is there anyone on the Sims team or EA has that creative direction. Okay, honestly, pay Gluon $250,000 a year and get him on the team, because you know what? I think the Sims would be only going uphill from here. Okay. So I don't. When you create a game that has a single player focus and then you're like, oh, there's been lots of people downloading a mod that's multiplayer, it doesn't mean that you should be adding that to your game, because that your core focus is that it's a single player game. So it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like trying to cover all your bases. This is what The Sims 4 is doing. And this is what I've seen it been doing. And this is why it's failing. Is that it is trying to blanket cover every single possibility, right? Everything. But when you do that, because you're not focusing on a single thing, you kind of just fail. Trying to appease everyone makes everyone upset. Okay? You got to focus. You're gonna piss some people off, but it's just crazy to me. Anyway, we have a lot of learnings from The Sims Online. Bro, that was fucking 22 years ago. What do you mean? How many people are on the team that were here 22 years ago? Okay? Do you know what lasted 22 years and just finished? That's right. The dynamic trio of the original Top Gear. Clarkson, Hammond, and May. They finished. They're no longer doing their show. That lasted 22 years. Bro, we have a lot of things to learn from The Sims Online 22 years ago. Yeah, I doubt you even have documentation about that. That was so sad. Yeah, my dad was talking about it, and he was like, the ending was really, like, he was like, he felt very, he was like, it was very emotional. I don't know if my dad felt emotion, but he felt very emotional about it. Anyway, moving on, continuing on The Sims. Anyway, we know that there's opportunity to play in a very social, real-time multiplayer environment with our game space. You're just wrong. I'm sorry. Just, it's not an open, number one, unless you change The Sims 4 to be an open world game, this is not going to work. We haven't delivered that experience with The Sims 4. Yeah, because it's a single player game. Or any of our other titles yet. So we're looking at what that means and what it could look like. We know simulation is at the core of everything we do. And we want to make sure our players still have that experience they want, but in a world with real players and NPCs. We're still gathering learnings and working on it. I make a prediction. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. Also, I know I'm like heavy into this, but I'm going to change where my face cam is and zoom in a little bit more, because there we go. That's good. Gorman also expanded and revealed The Sims will begin selling creator kits based on user-generated content by players. Sorry, what? A very popular part of The Sims gaming community, with many players sharing and downloading custom content through the game's gallery, as well as platforms like Discord and Patreon, confirming those creators will be compensated for their work being sold as digital products by EA. Okay, this is a perfect example right here of why I hate corporate overlords. Okay? What is the percentage that they're paying? Say for example, a kit is $5, right? Patreon split is 70-30 now, I think. Oh, no, it's a 5%. It's a 5% fee. Okay, so it's a 95.5. Do you think that someone who has a Patreon spends lots of hours making new hairstyles, new stuff like that, can release it whenever they want, doesn't have to be approved by The Sims, right? And a lot of people do content, like they download CC, like that's been a big part of The Sims 4 for the past decade. So number one, you have to, I feel like this isn't beneficial in any way, shape or form. I also thought that they stopped, they were like, they were saying that you're not allowed to make a Patreon with CC anymore. You had to do it through CurseForge. Wait, they tried to do that with Skyrim? I think this seems so bad. This seems like they want to be like, oh my God, like what I feel like they're going to do is they're going to have someone who creates a lot of Sims content on the gallery, and they're going to be like, hey, you'd be a great addition to our custom content gaming thing. They'll be like, you get 50% of the revenue or 25% of the revenue. And then like, oh my God, I've never earned any money from creating content. Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, I'll do that. I just feel like it's exploitative. Something that used to be for free is going to be paid. That's always a bad thing. And I think that, honestly, creators should always have the option to do whatever the hell they want, especially with CC. CC isn't inbuilt into the game. You have to download mods to be able to import it. That's fine. You can't... I know this is like trying to expand that, but so that people on their fantastic little console... I don't know why you're playing The Sims 4 on a console. I really don't. It feels like it's not meant to be on console. But this just feels like corporate overlords wanting to get their piece of the pie. That's how I feel that it is. And I don't like that at all. They'll give them $5 and a handful of peanuts for their hard work. Anyway, our community is what makes The Sims what it is today. Yeah, you're not really supporting it. Our players drive us to evolve and innovate with the content we develop. I'll finish the sentence before I go off. Our community is what makes The Sims what it is today. Our players drive us to evolve and innovate the content we develop and how we engage with them. We know our players love the creators within our community, and we're excited to expand how we support creators with The Sims 4 creator kits. Okay. Our players drive us to evolve and innovate. Evolve and innovate. Our players drive us... this is what I'm reading from this. Our players have told us that there is a new form of ways of us to make money by getting creators to make creator kits. I don't think creator kits are going to do very well. I don't think I'm just going to say it. I think having creators be collaborative on kits is a good idea. I think there have been... Okay, I should rephrase this. I don't think creators are big enough in the Sims community to drive the amount of sales, right? Kayla, yeah, probably. Like, I think that maybe the top creators, but that's like 10 people. That's like 10 people. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're catering to 80 million people, I don't think 80 million people know who James is. You know, I don't think the 80 million people know who Kayla is, right? Did Deli have a custom content kit? Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, 80 million people know who the Sim Supply is. That's a bit different though. But he's dead. Rest in peace. She did. Oh, wait, no, she did custom content with Little Dika. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, she's done that. Yeah. But she didn't do create a kit, I don't think. I know a few creators have done. Yes. But what I'm saying is, that I don't think that the creator themselves has that much influence in whether or not a kit gets sold or not. That's my input. That's what I'm saying. I think that it has a lot to do with what the kit offers. If that makes sense. It's not like Fortnite, for example, has their creator icon skins, right? And somehow like 3 Australians have them. And there's not a lot of creator icons skins, but that, like, people will buy those just because it's the creator skin. How much money from the kits actually go to the creators? I have no idea. That's in a contract somewhere. If anything, I don't know whether or not it does. Anyway, she added, we're currently in the first phase of this new and long-term journey. This is a problem. And learning how to better discover, integrate, and use creator kit content in a way that really expands the possibilities of players that can do with their gameplay. The problem with this is that it costs money. It costs money And how many items are in a kit? How many items come with what's the latest kit that's coming out or that came out? Yeah, you can't even name them. Yeah, this is crazy. It's going to be so oversaturated. No one cares. You have to pay $5 for it. This is going to fail. This is going to fail because you're trying to cater to like a huge 80 million people who don't care that much about it. How many people mod this game? Because I think this is going to make more sense for people who download CC, right? But people who download CC, I'm sorry, most of you are children. You don't have money. Chat, I have a larger I have a older audience. How many of you have ever paid for custom content? I want to know. How many of you have paid for custom content? Paid. Yeah. Never paid, none, never. I think it was. Deli sold with Lil Deacon. They sold their custom content. That was available on her. You can put early access behind a paywall. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Has anyone paid to get early access? See, this is my problem is that, see, you pay to get early access, but then what, in like a month or something, it's available for free? But it's not going to work well. Dude, I don't even play The Sims. I haven't even gone to business school and I know this is going to fail. If it doesn't fail, well, then you know why. Because I'm an idiot. You know why I was wrong. But I honestly don't see people doing this. I don't. I don't. That's crazy. We're currently in the first phase. La-di-da-di-da. There's a lot more we're working on to help empower creators to engage and express themselves, and we can't wait to see how things progress from here. I can't get into specifics, but we worked closely with our initial creator partners to compensate them for their work, and we'll continue to evolve and process alongside the program. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I know how much people were paid to do their, I'm not going to say how much. I know how much they were paid to do builds for the packs, like expansion packs, like Snowy Escape and all that sort of stuff. And I'm telling you right now, they did not compensate well. They did not compensate well. For a multi-billion-dollar company and a multi-million-dollar earning, multi-hundred million dollar earning company, like game, I'm not going to do that because that's not fair on the people that have that information. But I do not think that they have ever, I'm going to be honest, they have never compensated creators effectively. Actually, I think there was one time they compensated someone effectively, but it was with a campaign with something else, but The Sims was attached to it. And I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to, but I think that they paid that creator very well for it. I think that was the only time that I was like, oh, okay, that made sense. But I don't think for the builds that people make, it's chump change in regards to how much effort is put in. No, yeah, I saw that the floods were going on in Germany. Very, I'm sorry. And to know that it makes that much money and it makes that much money off of packs and stuff, I think it's ridiculous. Am I wrong though? It's flooding in Germany, right? I didn't say that you were German. I said I saw it was flooding in Germany. Okay. I saw it's also flooding in Austria. Okay. Gorman also spoke with Variety about an update on the Sims movie being la-di-da-di-da. I don't really care. Sul Simmers, we have so much news to share with you about the Sims franchise. We're likely expanding, la-di-da-di-da. Get ready to party like it's the year 2000. Yeah, because you're stuck 20 years in the past. Before we jump in, Wow, it's been nearly 25 years. Okay. Why aren't we getting like a blog post here? Sims have spent la-di-da-di. We heard this in the presentation. There is no way. Wait. Sims. Okay. Why is this all italicized? Please. What the hell? The Sims 4 is an experimenting with life scenarios and choices. There's been 759 million hours spent in live mode. Yeah, it's people being like, wait, can my sim go through here? Or do I have to move the couch back a bit? Because if I have to move the couch back a bit, it's going to fuck everything else up, and I got to redo the whole layout of the living room. That's insane. 640 million sims. That is crazy. Wait, hold on. How many hours have been spent in Creator Sim then? Does it count as live mode, or does it count as build mode? Or is it 200 or 150 million hours in Creator Sim? I don't think that that's true. I spend an hour every time I make a sim. You're calling me out. So wait, did you actually do that? That's really funny. Okay. Or even taking on the 100 baby challenge. Your creativity, it continues to amaze us. Watching Sims unite over their self-expression and curiosity expressed. I don't really feel this. I don't really feel curious when I play The Sims. Oh, does this work? Wait, what? We can't wait to celebrate 25 years of The Sims with you and plan to kick things off with an episode of Behind the Sims in January 2025. There's so much to look forward to coming in the... Oh, man. I'm sorry, but I'm just bored. This is just... I don't care. I'm not looking forward to anything. I'm looking forward to the Sims movie, actually. That'll be interesting to see. And I want to see them be like, we care so much about our creators. And will they get some... I really hope they get some of the big creators in. Like, I'd be surprised if they don't get Kayla in. I'd really be surprised. Because I feel like she would definitely do something like that. I don't see James and Deli doing it because I don't think that they care too much about being on screen. Maybe they would. Maybe Deli would. But yeah, I mean, I would do something, but there's no chance of that. They're too. I don't want to like get on screen and outshine everyone, you know, with my insane on-screen presence. I think I want to wrap this up. I want to wrap this up in a nice, concise way. Okay? We got no exciting information or celebration or video just in any way, shape, or form when there was 10 years of The Sims 4 2 weeks ago. No information, no celebration post, nothing, right? We got nada. But there's an investor day. That seems to be the day where we find out all information about the future of The Sims, right? And it looks to be as though that the game that they didn't celebrate for hitting 10 years is the cornerstone of the next 10 years or something. I don't know how long. So you want me to care about a game that you don't care about. But then you're saying, oh, there's all these new ways for us to monetize the Sims franchise. And we don't want us progressing because we're so afraid of you losing progress on your save file. This feels so disconnected to what a game should be. It isn't a cult. It shouldn't be a cult. The game is about having fun, exploring life simulation scenarios that could happen in the real world. Well, couldn't happen in the real world, you know? I don't like the way that The Sims is going. I think that they are building their future on a bed of sand, which is going to crumble. I'm just going to say that. Everything from EA feels like a cash grab. Everything they care about means that they're like, this is a potential for us to make money. Look at CC. They're trying to capitalize on that. Multiplayer mode. They'll try to capitalize on that. I don't think that this game is going in a direction for the players. It's going for the investors. A lot of AAA studios or big studios are doing this because they are not beholden to the player. They're beholden to investors. And what sounds good on paper to investors gets them to pay more money and do all that sort of stuff, which is good on their end. But we miss out as people who play the game. We're literally the bottom line. Things that I do think that they did well. Movie is a good idea, I think. Very cool. They'll be very disappointed to see that when all the people go to watch the movie and then come to play the game, they're disappointed that they can't play the game because it's shit. It's boring. You'll play it for a couple of hours. It's for free. The base game doesn't have anything to offer. Oh, wait, hold on. The new death interaction. Oh, I can't wait for the death event in base game. How exciting. But the AI that they introduced, the AI idea that you can photograph something or bring an image in and it will search the gallery for something that meets that criteria. I think that is a really cool feature. And they said that that was something that was already being like implemented and tested on and has been working for some people. So that's really, really cool. I'm excited about that. I don't know how much that's going to work, especially with the fact that there's no color wheel. So you can't really change, say if you're wearing like a purple t-shirt, does a purple t-shirt that looks like your t-shirt exist in The Sims? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Or like there's windowsills on a build that you can't change to be the same color that you want. I still am very surprised there is no color wheel. Pissed off about that. But I do think that that's a really good concept and actually a good implementation of AI. I did complain at the beginning that AI, I think, is overused. This is one capacity I think AI is used in a good way, as to save time in searching through and scrolling through an absurd amount of gallery additions or gallery submissions that people have. So that's really cool. I'm very impressed with that. But we'll see how it's implemented. We'll see how it all goes. Unfortunately, I do not think that The Sims is going to go in a positive direction. I think they are going on a cash grab direction. As much money as they can for as long as they can. The Sims 5 would have been a really good way to move forward with this, to start a new foundation. Even if you called it not The Sims 5, but you called it The Sims, because everything is there. That makes more sense. The Sims. We are going to build upon this, you know? It seems like Sims 4 is very buggy. I don't know why you would want to continue to be in that environment. And it seems like development hell, but EA doesn't care about their devs. They just want what helps their investors. And that's what pisses me off. I'm always happy to be proven wrong. Always happy to hear your thoughts about this sort of stuff. As always, I'll be checking out packs, all that sort of stuff, whenever they release to crap on them. Not to crap on them, but to see how they are. Like I said, Love Struck was actually a good pack, just in the wrong pack category. I think it would have been an amazing game pack. We'll see how the Life and Death expansion pack comes. That's a month away. I'm nervous about that one because we just had an expansion pack. So it's probably going to be under the same situation where it's going to be potentially a good pack in the wrong category. So I'll try and get myself more codes as always for that when the time comes. But things aren't looking great for The Sims. Nope. Unless you got lots of money, then they'll love you.